have it for parents who were not able to attend. So if you don't want to be on camera, please go ahead and turn off your camera. If you have questions, we will answer all questions at the end. So if you could just put them in chat and we'll get to them. I am going to put in chat. I have the agenda and I have the agenda in Spanish, but I'm only going to be speaking in English. So I'm going to put the agenda in the chat. It's going to be a Google link and you can click on that and that will get it for you. Let me change the settings. Hold on. And so you can follow along. Where's my screen? I just got to, okay, there we go. So give me just 1 second to do that. I have to find everybody. You think with a year of doing this, I'd be like a super pro of knowing how to do this without any hesitation, but still no, it takes a minute. Okay, so in chat, I'm putting the document that's the translated copy of the agenda, and I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you. And the purpose of today is to really get everybody ready to start planning promotion. This year is different like any other year we've ever done before. And we have a whole lot more rules that we have to follow than we've ever done. So we're going to go over, I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to go over the guidelines for public health, what our promotion ceremony looks like, and then what we can do for our fifth graders. And please put any questions that you have in the chat and we will talk about them. And then I also have something else I'll be sharing in the chat as well. I kind of started a sign up sheet for parents just so it'd be easier so everybody could access it. So some of these guidelines, so we're going to start with public health guidelines and we have to follow all of them, even the ones that were like, but that doesn't make sense because they doesn't make sense. We have asked all those questions like, but the kids are 3 feet apart in the classrooms. They can't be 3 feet apart in the promotion. We have asked all of those. And we've been told we're following the guidelines from public health, even though we agree with you that you're gonna be like, but that's not what we do a day every day. This is what public health says, so this is what we have to follow. The first one is all students and guests must be 6 feet apart at all times, unless you're sitting with your immediate household. You don't have to be 6 feet apart from your immediate household, but you have to be 6 feet apart from everybody else. That means it's going to be long rows. I should say that we are doing promotion out on the field this year because that is the only place that we have any room to pull this off. Each student is limited to 2 guests from their immediate household. We cannot allow siblings that should be in school. So any child that should be in school, if it's even a kindergartner to a high school student, they are not allowed to attend. Extended family members are not allowed to attend and no pets. Again, this comes from county health. So we have to limit it to 2 guests per student. County health is requiring us to have a seating chart, and seating will be assigned on a first come first served basis. We will be sending out an RSVP Google form in English and in Spanish, and Google timestamps everything that gets returned to them. And that's how we'll be assigning it, is we're literally taking the first person gets spot 1 to however many spots we can accommodate. So I believe there are 68 fifth graders. So that's 100 and right now, that would be a lot, 136 chairs. So when we're out of those spots, then we'll know. We will be sending that out, and guests must RSVP by May 31st. And anyone who does not RSVP will not be able to attend because we have to have a name on a list and they have to check in, because if there was somebody who tested positive for COVID, we would have to give all that information to public health as part of contact tracing. So there's that. And all guests and students and teachers must wear face coverings, appropriate face coverings, regardless of their vaccination status. It's not negotiable. The students aren't vaccinated, and so therefore the masks are an automatic requirement. I think those are the really nitty gritty ones. For the promotion ceremony itself, those are the rules, and there are a lot of rules. We usually never ask for anybody for RSVP. We never ask anybody for a seating chart. So we will make sure that we have the appropriate number of seats. We will have handicap accessible, but it really is limited to 2 members of their immediate household. So if it's someone who doesn't live with the student, cannot attend, and there's only 2 tickets basically per kid. And any questions about that, when we send out the RSVP form, that should be directed directly to your classroom, your teacher itself. We know that there's going to be questions, and so those should be directly directed towards the teachers, and so we can help solve those problems. For the promotion ceremony, and these are the public health guidelines. I am happy to share the document from public health that I read last night that Mr. Rimmers made me read before I presented this information. I'd be happy to share that with you because all of this is coming directly from public health. I will be honest with you, the 5th grade teachers were all like, but they're 3 feet apart from the classroom inside. What? They're only 3 feet apart. And they're like, it must be 6 feet. Yeah, so we know. But we follow the rules so we can have the promotion ceremony. So the promotion ceremony will be as traditional as we can make it. We will have 1 speaker from each class give a speech. Students will present their speeches to their classmates, and their classmates will vote on who they want to speak. The students will still walk in. They'll still we'll still do, for those students who have had children go through a promotion ceremony, we want to keep it as traditional as possible, because we do some nice things in our ceremony, and we'd like to keep those. They will walk across the stage. We will announce them. We will not be giving them a promotion certificate because that violates the whole 6 feet apart rule. Instead, they will be giving a promotion gift bag, and inside their gift bag will be their certificate. So they'll have their promotion certificate. Select students will be invited. We have students that we choose to do the flag salute who will welcome guests. So there are roles that we have, and we have select students that will present the class gifts. Normally it's the children of the promotion committee who handles that, or in the past, we've just picked kids when the promotion committee didn't care. So not everybody can have a special role, but children who want to have them, we can make sure that we can definitely try to give them that. So normally in the past, we've had the 5th grade pool party. Well, clearly we can't have a 5th grade pool party. So, and usually in the past, parents are fully responsible for planning and executing the pool party. And usually the teachers really, our responsibility is handling the promotion ceremony. We take care of making sure we practiced. We take the bulk of that. And the only thing that parents really have to do for the promotion ceremony is decorate. So the promotion ceremony is really the teacher's deal. But the after promotion celebration is kind of whatever parents feel like they want to do. There are a couple rules with that though, of course. We can't have a pool party. There's no way we could do it because we cannot allow classes to mix. That's another public health guideline. So we couldn't do a pool party even if we wanted to. We have made the field, all of the field and the lower structure, we've called dibs on it for the last day of school for 5th grade, because it's already going to be set up for promotion in the morning. So parents could turn it over and make it something else. So we are leaving that space available for if parents decide, yeah, we want to do something for our kiddos. The rule is no cohort could mix with another cohort. So it means that it has to be a stations type thing. Like there's essentially 3 classes. So you could have like 6 stations where half the class goes to one and half class goes to the other. We could do that. But no cohort can mix. So none of Hutchins class can mix with Nichols class, can mix with Yamamoto's class, can mix with Tanner's class. No, it's just public health guidelines. So that would really, it would look like sort of a stations type rotation kind of thing. Now, what those stations are totally up to the parents. Like I can imagine a bouncy house station, but again, this was just purely me like, well, I don't know, what would you do? So if parents want to take that on, there could be different stations that the kids could rotate to from pretty much 10:30 to their lunch starts at 12:30 or 12:50. So that 2-hour block of time is totally available. I think I speak for the 5th grade teachers when we will be there to support, but if you guys have great ideas that you want to run with, we are game. I don't think we have any objections. Yeah, I mean, of course it has to be safe in the school, kids have to be school appropriate, but other than that, we will not be pied in the face. I can speak that.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not doing that.
Yeah, none of that. Unless teacher volunteers. I'm not volunteering, not it.
Nope.
Yeah. And so I've been asking Mr. Rimmers, like, well, what about, because normally with the pool party, there's usually the barbecue. I'm like, well, what about that? And he's like, as of right now, we are still waiting to hear about the possibility of any special lunch or any because I brought up Kona Ice. I'm like, maybe we could have Kona Ice truck come. And he's like, we have to talk about it. So it's not a no, it's a, we have to talk about it, which hopefully will turn into a yes. But as of right now, we don't know if we could do any sort of socially distanced cohort, not mixing special lunch for them.
And if eating, isn't it? Isn't that what was the conflict, actually eating? Because you have their masks on.
Well, they still have to be separated. And if we do have that, then we have allergy that we have to be aware of. And I asked about Kona Ice, and he's like, we are still discussing that as a district. So the answer isn't no on Kona Ice or eating, it's a we don't know yet. And I hound the poor man every day, so I'm sure we'll have an answer soon just to get me off his case. And we have to be able to follow public health guidelines, and we also have to honor the decisions made by the rest of the elementary schools. So if Val says no and Val doesn't do it, then Lucas Valley and Mary Silvera can't do it. So it's either all 3 schools are given permission to do something or nobody does it. So I'll let everybody know as soon as we have an answer. Mr. Rimmers is meeting with the other principals and the district office personnel to discuss it this week. So that's kind of where we're at. So basically we are having a promotion ceremony. It will happen, which is a blessing. It will not be a car parade. The car parade was great, but a promotion ceremony is better. And we hope that there will be some sort of celebration for the 5th graders.
Of some kind after.
Yeah, of some kind after. And it really would have to be from 10:30 to 12:50. We have to, because we can't take away all of the recess spots. They might get mad at us. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move into teacher responsibilities. So what do the teachers have to do? Misha has graciously agreed to pay for the t-shirts, but we are providing a t-shirt to every 5th grader. We're working on them. I have a guy that did the t-shirts last year. He's given us a great deal. Mrs. Nichols is doing the artwork. We're going to make sure we can get kids' names on the back. So they will be getting a shirt from us. So the 5th grade team will be providing all 5th graders a t-shirt. We are in charge of planning the promotion ceremony and the speeches. The speech topic is, how has Mary Silvera prepared me for my future? For the after promotion celebration, our job is really to help the promotion committee with communications, monitoring students while we're out there, because 5th graders on the last day of school always make the best life choices, and communicate with MES about what we're doing. So we're not like just showing up and being like, hey, other teachers. And it's also our way to help